So, not too long back, a woman, I believe, came up with a saying that behind every successful man, there is a woman. His mother. Now, this is a saying that has been used and utilized many, many times for many, many years. But is it really the case? And what if there's more than one woman? What if her contribution isn't even that big? So how about we come here and we find out for ourselves? Welcome to the men's conference, where men become alpha males. We are here at Dotash, a home of luxury. And I am joined not just by an alpha male, but I am joined by some very alpha-like females that are coming to defend the rights of supportive women. And with me, to my left, is Roberta.
Hi.
Hi, Roberta. How are you?
Hi, I'm good. What's up?
Yes, would you like to tell the people a little bit about yourself?
I'm Roberta Bobby. I'm a writer at loveandorgasms.com, whereby I talk about relationships and sex.
And orgasms.
And orgasms.
Interesting. Yes, and right next to some kitchen item is Tracy. Tracy.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Tell them a little bit about yourself.
I'm Tracy Muhanja, and I am a professional model, runway and commercial.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I hope you can walk the talk.
Definitely.
And talk the walk.
Definitely.
Such a thing exists. And right next to Tracy is a man who probably should have been best served in the kitchen, sometimes ends up on a table, can sometimes be the spice of the show, but most times I tend to find him as a bit of an annoyance. I give you none other than Mr. Black Pepper. Mr. Black Pepper.
What's that?
Would you like to say something about your... Would you like to say something about yourself?
You know who I be. Mr. Black Peasy in this B. So I'm good.
Wow, and now that you even pulled it, now you've spoiled everything, but it's all right. So with us is, I don't want to call it public opinion, but it is public opinion of sorts. Okay. Democratic opinion, the flip side.
Democracy is dead.
Well, try exercise that in some places and you'll realize it's very much alive. And yes, I will give this to each of you. Yes, please pass it to him.
Is a bit too open.
Undemocratic. Yep, splitting sides. Thought so.
So I guess the
Yes.
people don't want to see my chest. Let me cover it.
Yes. We don't want you catching pneumonia over here. Anyways, so with these cards, as some of you might know, as I'm sure the audience is very well aware, if you do disagree with some of the statements that one of us has made, you are free to raise your card. If two or more cards are raised, then...
There's a salty person in the room.
Yes, we do have a salty person in the room. And this time, we treat that saltiness by dabbing it with some tape. Calming that saltiness and letting it fester and marinate and no longer become salty. But now that that's all been said, we need to go back to our topic. Do you believe that behind every successful man there is a woman?
Are you asking the women?
I don't want to go first.
Right, Tracy.
I would say no,
Okay.
because I feel like if you want to be successful, it should be from within. You don't, or I can say I don't need you for me to assure myself that I can be successful. And neither do you need me to assure yourself that you can be successful.
Cold. I hope you're not helping her to be successful. Damn.
Okay.
But I can say you need support.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
You need
Wow,
support.
wow. You are so ready to get rid of the man, but you are so ready to take the support, huh? Yeah. Bobby.
Do I think if behind every successful man there is a woman?
Yes.
I like working with facts and statistics, and I wouldn't say I know for sure that there is, but I would say for sure that it would be nice if there were, because women and men bring very different things to the table.
Okay.
And for there to be a good success, there has to be the support. We need each other. It's just unfortunate that we're at a point where so many things have affected how we relate with each other as women and men, where we try to condition ourselves into thinking that we do not need each other, but we definitely need each other. So I would say yes in the point that all of us as human beings do need each other's support. Agreed. And there's things a man would do that he would never see from the perspective of a woman, and vice versa. And all these things can be positive if we decide to, you know, harbor these energies and channel them in the right way. So yeah, I would say it would be nice if there were a woman, but then I'm not gonna say it's a must. I think
sometimes the man is gay. and behind it's another man.
Okay, so
I'm just saying. But moving it on, because normally for a lot of us men, Mr. Black Pepper included, we do believe that behind every successful man there is a woman, and usually that woman is our mother, if the mother treated us well.
Well said.
Yes.
Very well said.
But Mr. Black Pepper, because this one I think probably relates to you a little bit more, since, you know, you are part of the hanging leg association of genders.
I am. Guys, don't be confused. I am.
Sorry. If there was more than one woman there, and you were receiving your accolades, how exactly would you rate it? You know, would you say that I've been supported by both these women, my mother and say my girlfriend? Would you bring your mother? Would you drop your mother and pick your girlfriend? Or would you drop your girlfriend and pick your mother? As I probably would.
If I'm accepting accolades?
Yeah.
One man and one man only. That's me. I'm sorry. I'm the one accepting the accolades, not my mom, not my girlfriend.
So you will not recognize that behind your success there was...
No, I will not. I will do that at home, when you're back at home, where you've been helping me a lot. So yes, I will say thank you very much for making me a superstar. But when I'm at work, please don't think now I'm going to tell like you what, holla at you, thank you mom, thank you girlfriend. No, I'm not.
Yes, I'd like to thank my mom, my wife and my girlfriend.
No. Pick your award and pick your award, go home. Okay, that's it. There's so many other people who would have gotten that award. You don't need to bombard them with whomever helped you or whomever didn't help you. Okay, so yeah.
All right. Very interesting. Now you've brought a very interesting point, because you don't have to do it at work. You can take it at home.
Yes.
So what if we said that probably that support wasn't even that big? So maybe I shouldn't even recognize that.
I think we should talk about what kind of support you're talking about here.
Yeah. You know, I don't know. Probably she's the person that kept you relaxed so that you'd get up and go the following day. You know, maybe she was one that used to cook your meals whenever you used to get up and go and train. Because, you know, as somebody who practices the arts, the martial arts, not the other ones, you know, you would want somebody who could help you at home. You know, they help, they cook, and, you know, you eat, you go, you train, you come back, you eat, you go, you train, you come back. And especially for you who's, you know, very well practiced in the culinary arts, you could do that yourself. So what if you could say that, you know, her contribution is minor? Then she shouldn't get any accolades.
Now that you're using me as an example, let me put it this way. Yes, I do martial arts, kickboxing to be specific. Now, of course, every day I train, there are hand wraps that need to be washed. There's my boxers that need to be washed. I have kits that needs to be cleaned once in a while. Now, do I wait for my girlfriend or my mother to support me like that? No, I do not. Okay, I do it myself. Okay, the only time I expect maybe my mom to support me is when I go to cry to her. And let me not lie to you, every man cries to her mom.
That you got your ass beat.
Even if I got my ass beat, it's only my mom I can tell and like cry to. And my mom will be like, no worries, go on out there and another day will come. That's it. But do not expect your mother or your girlfriend to wash your shit in a way of supporting you. That does not fly with me.
Language. Anyways,
oh,
Tracy.
Sorry.
Tracy, what are your thoughts? Do you think that the woman's role, or at least a lot of women, have kind of overrated themselves by believing that because they're with a successful man that are behind that success?
Well, I would say some women feel possessive of their man's success. In like you said, if you're winning an award, you don't acknowledge them.
Yes.
It will be an issue. You didn't acknowledge me in front of people for them to know that I digged into your success.
Yes.
But then having someone who knows that I'm there by you and I know your success is your success and I stand by you, that's a legit thing.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, interesting. Very interesting. Bobby.
Bobby doesn't look like he's supporting any man.
Yeah. She's looking like all of these people.
No, I'm just listening.
If he doesn't say my name, oh, he's not going to sleep here tonight. Anyway.
Actually, I'm not that type of person. And you know, the good thing is I get to live the things that I preach on a daily basis. Like, I get to practice everything that I talk about and everything that...
On a daily basis.
Yeah, like, I try to be as real with myself as possible because I share a lot of my stuff online. And the relatability really works for me. So, please, could you repeat the question?
Actually, I have a slightly different one for you. Okay, yours is very interesting because it involves those that practice a little bit more in the conjugal arts.
Please ask away, Denver.
Yes, because we do say that behind every successful man there is a woman. Now, we have brought in the idea of women behind being a successful man. Now, if one of those women is a side chick, would you say that she has contributed to his success?
If she has, then it's the fact that she has.
No, but would you say that they could? Because when you look at it, the side piece has always been looked at as a destroyer of families, a wreck of monogamy, the home wrecker, as some people would call it. So could you really say that she could have contributed to that man's success? Maybe in some form of post-nut clarity, the guy got this brilliant idea. I don't know.
I'd say I don't like speaking on side chicks because I do not know what being in that position, like what my opinions would be because I am not in that position. So but what I say is that
Sweet being safe. For being safe.
What I'd say is, you as an individual, you know the kind of effort and support that you receive from everyone that is in your life, whether they're just a side chick or whether it's your wife or whether it's your whatever they hold in your life, whatever kind of the support they brought. If they brought the support, then they brought it. It's not in my position as your wife because I'm mad at your side chick to say, oh, damn, do I spoil. I do not know what she has done for you to keep you comfortable enough to be able to go about your day-to-day lives. I'm not saying I support cheating or that I support, all these things. It's just that, kama ni ukweli side chick wako amekusaidia, si amekusaidia?
Yeah.
Okay. Very interesting statement. She is leaving nothing to chance. And because of that, I have a very, very interesting question. Actually, it's more of a dilemma that I will pose to you. But before I pose it to you, I think it's about time we take a short break. So don't touch that remote. You can go, visit the loo for a little bit, come back, and we will be right here on the Men's Conference. Welcome back to Men's Conference, where men become alpha males. We are here at Dotash Furniture, a home of luxury, very homely environment, and I am joined here by none other than my fellow alpha male, Mr. Black Pepper, as well as two very fine young ladies, Tracy and Roberta, or Bobby as she'd probably like, or is it both?
Any.
Good, perfect. Perfect. At least you have player one and player two there. Now,
You were asking her a question.
actually, I was posing a question to all of you because it's actually a very interesting dilemma. Now, because of the idea of having a supportive woman behind you, at some point, a bunch of us men sat down and we actually realized that there might be an issue because at times, some of our women support us very directly, and there's others that support us in very indirect ways. And thus, the dilemma came by who would you end up with? You know, you're on the come up, you know, you started from the bottom and, you know, now you're there. Would you end up with the woman that was with you from nothing to something? She was just there, moral support and all. You know, listen to you cry maybe once or twice, you know, while you're talking to your mother. Or would you be with the woman that worked with you, used her connections, put in everything she had to make sure that you were successful as a man? Who would you end
Can
up
I go
with?
first?
Yes,
Yes, and feel free to throw around the cards.
Yes, we're here.
We're ready.
Okay, feelings change.
Yes.
We are constantly evolving as people.
Yeah.
We're constantly growing. We're constantly realizing new things that we love that we did not know. So I would like for people to stop attaching themselves to things that no longer serve them. It's okay for you to make decisions as per the level that you are at. For example, someone can say Roberta doesn't date broke men.
You don't-
Broke is relative. Broke is relative.
They just say.
Broke is relative, yeah? And maybe I had a boyfriend who was there with me before I got to where I'm at right now. But it doesn't mean I have to stay with him forever towards where I'm going to my successity because he was there in the beginning, he supported me, sijui what. Was his support conditional? Was he doing it so that when I win, I'm able to give him the gratification that he needs from this situation? No, I'm going to date the person that I want. I'm going to date the person that is on my level at whatever level I'm at. So right now, where I'm at, the kind of guy I want is very different from the guy I wanted 3 years back. And stop feeling like you owe people that ati huyo dem amekuwa na wewe tangu sijui nini nini nini. Unaweza change, love uisha. Unaweza decide next year you want
That's
someone
true.
different.
That's
And we need to learn and we need to teach ourselves detachment. We need to teach ourselves to be able to be happy for people even in their progression. It's okay for you to be able to say, nilikuanga na date Roberta venye alikuanga ana do venye sijui nini. Ni sawa. Na kama una feel nilikuacha juu uko stuck ama juu uko bado, ni wewe unafaa ujiangalie ujiulize, mbona sija move to where Roberta is? Mbona mi si type ya Roberta saizi? Stop feeling like people owe you that. Lazima ubaki now, because no, we're constantly changing, we're constantly evolving, and you need to be okay with whatever level you're. It hurts, but so shall you.
Yeah, it does hurt. But if anything, at least Roberta has told us that broke is relative. But still, she still loves her nice dose of hypergamy. Tracy, what are your thoughts on it?
Well, I would say first, it's quite wrong how people feel entitled for someone's success.
But you contributed for it.
Sawa, let her feel.
If-
Nah. Like I have to interject over
Yes,
here because
you
I have to
have.
feel responsible.
Yes, you have contributed towards it, but don't be entitled. The person appreciates that you were there for them, right?
All right. Let me ask you a quick question because I know where this is going and I want to make sure that you understand what it is that you're saying very well. Have you ever contributed for a wedding before? Let me just ask, have you ever contributed towards a wedding before? Then you go for the wedding and you end up finding that the food is finished and you're told to only take sodas, or you have no proper seating in that wedding. I don't know. Have you guys ever gone through that?
I'd go berserk, definitely.
Yes, you would feel entitled to some
Let me
form
ask, so does your
of positive
contribution to the
treatment.
wedding guarantee that you get a seat, guarantee that you get food, or are you contributing because these are your friends and you care about them and that's your way to show your appreciation?
Both.
Exactly.
If in their invitation were they saying, you know, I'm inviting you and it's very dependent on the kind of situation you're in. Most African weddings, zile wedding tumezoea za kawaida za mashakura na hizo, kuna chance unaweza kosa food na ulitoa ka500 kako.
Yes, some people
Lakini, don't invite me to Movenpick.
Yes.
I contributed 20,000 shillings to this wedding reception. You promised me a seat. You promised me a meal. You promised me a drink.
It's never promised.
Hapo nitakuja. No, I'm saying if it's such a wedding, of course it's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed.
It's guaranteed because it's like RSVP. It's
yeah.
you have to say you're coming.
Specific people are here, yeah.
You know, so kama ni hiyo definitely. I'm not
We are wild
sitoi
about it.
$200 ndo nikuje kusimama huko nyuma. You know, but if it's just my appreciation, it's just me, you know, saying I appreciate you guys. There was no promise of a seat, a meal, or nini. It's just, it's very dependent on the kind of situation.
But then I feel like, okay, just
Oh, it's okay.
All right, so
I feel
yes.
like if I'm contributing towards something, it should be personal. Like I don't need to do it because I'm receiving something back.
Okay.
Yeah, but you're not receiving something back.
Yeah, and I shouldn't expect to receive something back.
Now that's where we go wrong, because every action has an equal and opposite reaction. So if you're contributing, that has to lead to something.
Can I ask a question?
Ask your question,
Can I ask a question?
please.
When men support each other, let's say you have a gig,
I love your question.
right? You have a gig, right? And hey, it's 20,000 to put it up. I give you 20,000 to put it up. Okay? Am I expecting to get something from what you're doing? Or am I doing this as a friend and I let this go? That's my question.
Have I classified it as an investment?
That sure is an investment.
No, if I actually say that, you know what, I'm investing 20K into you, into like whatever it is that you're doing, then yes, I will definitely expect a return. If I'm giving 20K and I'm helping, say, my man's come up, my benefit, like what I benefit from, is them rising up. And it comes with a caveat. Yes, you're rising up, but we're rising up together. Like we're trying to help each other come up. I'm not trying to contribute so that you can rise up, and then all of a sudden that's when you stop picking my calls, you make sure you've blocked me on everything, and then now you suddenly have your yacht somewhere where you have different people going to shake their behinds.
Then make it clear in the terms of your friendship and the terms of your relationship. Because it's the same way how someone will take me out to dinner and then they'll expect to go home with me just because they bought me a meal. Let's talk about it before I actually go on this date with you. What is the aftermath of this situation? Do you think because you bought me something for 2K, I'm going to sleep with you? Or are you just taking me on a date because you want to make me feel good and just because it's coming out of your heart? Because
Why do you think
I don't
I'm making
see
you
men-
feel good?
I don't see, no, this is where the mistake comes in, where men are unable to differentiate the difference between being just being a good person and being a horrible person. I'm gonna give an example in that if you have expectations, okay, if you have expectations from whatever situation you're in, communicate them. Say, mi ndakupea 20K but sikupei 20K tu hivyo.
But there's those
Don't
unwritten
sit
rules
and-
though.
No. Have the communication, because I'm not gonna go out to dinner with you and you expect to sleep with me at the end of the night. It's not going to work. If it's something that you wanted from the beginning, let me know. Let me come out to dinner with you knowing at the end of the night, this guy, this is what he expects. And then it's in my decision to decide, okay, am I gonna go out to dinner with him? Am I gonna invest my 20K? Am I gonna give this guy the 20K for the wedding? You know, it lies solely on you. But if you become a person who lives off of expectations from people, you're always going to be hurt. Always, because things are never gonna go the way you expect. This friend of yours is actually going to make a come up. He's going to buy that yacht and he will not pick your calls. Utakatch feelings juu utadhani nyi si mabeste, but maybe tu ni dynamics za relationships zenu hamku communicate.
Do women support each other?
That's a pretty big question.
Do they collectively come together to support one woman? Let me put it that way. Let's say this one woman, there's this hurdle. She's successful, yes, but there's this hurdle, maybe a master's that they have to do so that they can be promoted in a company. And your friends are there. Would you come together and put up the money so that they can go for a master's and get the promotion?
Yeah, women support each other all the time. And growing up, I did not see it as much as I do now. But now I appreciate that women are in a space where we're learning to love each other more. We're learning to be closer. We're learning. I don't know if Kamani, everything that's against us, that's pushing us towards becoming closer with each other. But definitely women do support each other now.
All right. Now that that's been said, back to where I was, because I had asked the question, but it's like we're all trying to dance around it.
Please.
And divert.
Shoot your shot.
Who would you advise a successful man, be it a man that you know, or, be it one of us, because, matter of time. Who do you know, damn it, sorry, wrong choice of words. Who would you advise this man to end up with? The woman that stuck with him and didn't do much but was just there for some kind of moral support, or the one that actively worked to make this man the success story that he is?
The woman that makes him happy at the moment. That's all that matters.
The woman he cares about.
That's all that matters. That's the past.
Yeah.
That's the past. That's the past. And if they're still hurt, man, that sounds
Too bad.
Too bad.
Too bad.
That sounds so idealistic.
It's just the truth. Okay, listen.
Makes me happy. Like, what if both of them make you happy?
No, listen, if you're a human being and you decided to support someone of their career or work, or whatever it is, you've supported them, and they've done well and they've moved on with life, don't now get stuck there and reminisce on how you supported them when you also have to move on with your life. You have your own goals to deal with, right? You've helped them, sour, but you have your own goals to deal with. Deal with them. You said no?
No, like I'm
one with that red card.
No, like I'm just looking at this card right now, but
that's all I'm saying. Thank your support. It's like this. We all have extended family here, right? Yes. Who maybe they carried you at some point, maybe for 2 weeks. Maybe your mom left you at her auntie's place or something. You understand? They made you who you are, maybe for a month or so. Now you're successful. Now they're calling you, telling you how they raised you. Yeah, and you need to help them. Do you think that's a good excuse for you to help them?
Sometimes it is.
No, it's not. And I hope my relatives don't come to me like that.
Just ask for help without the
if you're giving someone support, give it wholeheartedly without getting anything in return. I think that's the best way of doing it.
All right. Then I'm just I'm gonna ask you guys one question. I'm gonna confine it to one word: yes or no. Yes or no. You support your man, and Mr. Black Pepper, I'll tailor it for you. So you support your man. He comes up, then he dumps you the moment he becomes successful. Will you be okay with it or not?
I'll be very hurt. So.
Exactly. Okay.
Definitely, I'll be very hurt too.
Okay. Mr. Black Pepper, if you support your woman and she goes up and she becomes one of the biggest names, she even becomes Woman of the Year, and she drops you the moment she became Woman of the Year on Time magazine, will you be okay with it or not?
Just remember this, the world evolves. It comes at the same spot at some point. So we hope we just don't meet again. That's it. That's all I'll say.
I'd be hurt because of how they've what has happened, because it's natural for human beings to be hurt over a breakup. Right. But I wouldn't be hurt over their success.
All right. Very good. It's interesting that you guys have delivered your very interesting opinions, and I will at least give you guys the best answer for the question that I asked. It's usually the girl with the biggest yansh. And I would like to thank each and every one of you for being a part of this entire discussion, because at the end of the day, we give back to those who supported us. Yes. Thank you so much for listening and watching the Men's Conference, where men come to become alpha males. Stay tuned for more episodes. And thank you so much for Dotash, for being such a home of luxury, for giving us a very homely environment and feel. Until next time, we will see you when we see you. Take care.